Leaders of both NDA and the Grand Alliance are making whirlwind tours as campaigning for the fourth phase of Bihar Assembly elections come to an end this evening. Hello and welcome to Verdict 2015, where we get you all news from poll-bound Bihar and also news analysis from our team of experts. I'm Aishwarya Kapoor with you. Let us get started with the election headlines. Last day of campaigning for fourth phase of elections in Bihar. 55 constituencies in 7 districts will go to polls on 1st of November. Prime Minister's final push ahead of fourth phase of elections for the NDA alliance. Modi to address 2 rallies today. Grand Alliance to approach Election Commission over Amit Shah's remark in Raxaul on Thursday. Alliance claims Shah's statement an attempt to communalize polls. And in focus today is Muzaffarpur, the capital of northern Bihar. Political parties are desperately trying to woo the voters in the district that has 11 assembly constituencies. The campaigning for the fourth phase of assembly polls will end at 5 p.m. today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi would wind up the campaign for NDA with 2 rallies, while Chief Minister Nitish Kumar and RJD Supremo Lalu Prasad would do the job for the Grand Alliance. The 55 constituencies in 7 districts will go to polls in the fourth phase on 1st of November. 12 seats in Purvi Champaran, 11 in Muzaffarpur, 9 in Paschim Champaran, 8 each in Siwan and Sitamarhi, 6 in Gopalganj and 1 seat in Shiohar will go to polls in this phase. A total of 776 candidates are in the fray, with the maximum number of 30 candidates contesting from Kurnik Assembly seat, while a minimum of 7 candidates each are contesting from Harsiddhi and Kesaria Assembly constituencies. Now, polling has already been held in 131 assembly seats in the first 3 phases on 12th, 16th and 28th of October, and polling for the 5th phase will take place on 5th of November, while the counting of votes will be done on 8th of November. My colleague Kriti Mishra is now joining us on the phone line. Kriti, now it is the last day of campaigning today. All the leaders are giving their final push ahead of the fourth phase. All right, we'll just connect to my colleague Kriti Mishra. Remember, it is going to be the last day of campaigning today because campaigning for the fourth phase will end at 5 p.m. today. My colleague Kriti Mishra is with us. Kriti, what are the details you can give us? It is the last day of campaigning today. Who all are lined up for campaigning today?
So the poll drums would fall silent in the evening today, so all the parties are out there to woo the voters. Today, of course, Prime Minister would be addressing 2 rallies, one in Gopalganj and the other one in Muzaffarpur. Remember, he had also started his election campaign from Muzaffarpur, so we can really understand how important it is for the NDA. As far as the other alliance is concerned, the Grand Alliance Chief Minister Nitish Kumar is also slated to address multiple rallies, and even RJD Supremo Lalu Prasad Yadav. So, of course, as we are seeing that the battle is entering the final lap, of course, this is the second last phase, then there's this last 5th phase. So, both these rival alliances are trying extremely hard to really touch the pulse of the voters and to woo the voters so that they get closer to the throne of Bihar. Over to you, Aishwarya.
All right, Kriti, thank you so much for those details. There's a final push really being given by the leaders to campaign for their party today, well ahead of the fourth phase of assembly elections in Bihar. Now, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be addressing 2 rallies in the state today. PM Modi is doing a balancing act between his ongoing poll campaign in Bihar and the Indo-Africa Summit in New Delhi. He will address a rally in Gopalganj early this morning and then in Muzaffarpur at around 10:30 a.m. Now, voting in these places is scheduled to take place in the 4th phase on 1st of November. Well, after the rallies, PM Modi will be back in Delhi at around 2 p.m. from Patna to conduct bilateral meetings with the African heads of states. Well, the Grand Alliance in Bihar will be approaching the Election Commission against BJP President Amit Shah's comments. Now, Shah made some comments during his election rally in Raxaul on Friday. The Grand Alliance claims the comments are an attempt to communalize the Bihar polls. The alliance says that with these remarks, the Shah has accepted that the BJP has lost the assembly polls in the state.
हमें पाकिस्तान से क्या लेना देना है। आप इसी तरीके की राजनीति करते हो, लेकिन देश के लोग इसे समझने लगे हैं। वो पोलराइजेशन चाहते हैं, उनके पास कोई मुद्दा नहीं है, वो सिर्फ यही राजनीति करना चाहते हैं और ये बहुत दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है।
All right, Mr. Faizan Ahmed, who's the bureau chief for the Pioneer, is now joining us live from Patna. Good morning, sir, and thank you so much for joining us this morning. Sir, now Amit Shah creating a huge controversy really with his comments there. Do you think that there are growing apprehensions that with the next two rounds of polling left, it is an attempt really by the politicians to polarize the polls?
Yeah, that's true. And the Mahagathbandhan partners, including Congress, RJD and JDU, have taken serious exception to Amit Shah's yesterday statement that crackers will burst in Pakistan if BJP loses Bihar. So the parties are also going to complain to the Election Commission to take cognizance of Mr. Shah's statement. Yeah, well, they have complained that it is an attempt by the BJP to polarize the society in the name of a religion, and that is why they are the BJP leaders are invoking sometimes Pakistan or beef controversy. You see, in fourth and particularly fifth phase of election, the areas are largely dominated by Muslims, in particularly Purnia, Kishanganj, Araria and Katihar. And that will be the last phase of election and quite crucial for both the NDA as well as Mahagathbandhan alliance. So the Mahagathbandhan is accusing BJP of trying to severely polarize the society and divide a line between the two communities.
All right, and of course, with the fifth phase now coming near, obviously there's more likelihood of such acts because Simanchal region where polling will be held in the fifth phase has a sizable Muslim population. So this possibility is going to get worse in days to come.
Maybe. The Prime Minister has two meetings today, and on November 2, he has scheduled a meeting at Fawbasganj in Muslim-dominated Araria. It will be quite interesting to see what the BJP leaders, particularly with the Prime Minister as well as Amit Shah, will speak in those Muslim-dominated regions. Because so far, the society in other part of Bihar where first three phases had been conducted, there had been, you can say, caste polarization has been there. But in this fifth phase, it will be a sort of polarization in the name of religion.
Now that we are talking about the fifth phase, Mr. Ahmed, now Owaisi is also campaigning right now across Simanchal. So here is the key question. Will he unite votes or will he divide votes?
That is the apprehension. That is the apprehension expressed by the Mahagathbandhan leaders that the BJP will try its best to divide the society in the name of polarization. So, you see, like constituencies like Kishanganj, where Muslim population is about 75%,
yes.
Or for that matter in Araria, where 70%, or in Purnia and Katihar, where 40 to 60% is Muslim population.
Yes.
So it will all largely depend on the voting pattern of Muslims who will decide the fate of this fifth phase that will contain 57 constituencies.
And also AIMM is serious contender in, as you mentioned, Kishanganj and Kota Dhamman. So it will be interesting to see how Muslim voters are going to vote in this. Obviously with the 3 phases of polls already behind us, it is anybody's guess as to what surprise the ballot box will bring on 8th of November when the counting of votes will take place. Thank you so much, Mr. Ahmed, for joining us this morning and sharing your perspective. And midway through the polls in Bihar, members of both the alliances are claiming victory for their respective alliances. Now, Union Minister Arun Jaitley rooted for the NDA and said that they will win thanks to PM Modi's popularity. On the other hand, the incumbent Chief Minister believes that the BJP can only win by default in Bihar and that there is no neck-and-neck fight. Take a look.
With the polling process in Bihar entering its final stretch, a confident Chief Minister Nitish Kumar predicted that he saw no threat to his chances of serving a 3rd consecutive term in office. The incumbent Bihar Chief Minister warned that if the BJP wins the assembly elections in Bihar by default, it would push the nation into a deep pit.
17 महीना का समय कम नहीं होता है। 17 महीने के समय में कोई सिग्निफिकेंट काम नहीं किया, न अपने वायदों को पूरा किया, न ही गवर्नेंस के फ्रंट पर कोई उन्होंने ऐसी कोई उदाहरण पेश किया। उनका पूरा का पूरा ध्यान केंद्रित है एक राज्य के बाद दूसरे राज्य पर हम कब्जा कैसे करें।
Nitish also emphatically rejected suggestions that his Grand Alliance and the BJP-led NDA are running neck-to-neck in the 5-phase Bihar Assembly Elections.
बिहार में कुछ भी नेक टू नेक नहीं होता है। यहाँ डे 1 से ऐसी बात नहीं थी। बीजेपी के लोगों ने हवा बनाने की कोशिश की थी और वो हवा बांधने में बहुत उस्ताद है, तो उसके चलते अपने पब्लिसिटी टेक्निक के जरिए वो एक माहौल बनाते हैं।
Meanwhile, the BJP exuded confidence of its own. Union Minister Arun Jaitley said that the BJP-led NDA will form the next government with 2/3 majority in Bihar due to the popularity of Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी की लोकप्रियता, जिस तरह से उनके कार्यक्रमों में लोगों का उत्साह है और उनके प्रति आज भी इतना बड़ा विश्वास है, वो इस चुनाव को बहुत बड़ी तरीके से प्रभावित कर रहा है।
Jaitley asserted that besides Modi's popularity, another factor contributing to the victory of the NDA is that people want to vote for the party which is in power at the center.
बिहार की जनता की अब इच्छा है कि केंद्र और राज्य मिलकर चलें और दोनों के साधनों के माध्यम से जो अवसर अभी तक बिहार को नहीं मिले वो अवसर मिलने आरंभ हो।
After the 3rd phase of polls ended on Wednesday in Bihar, voting in 112 more seats remain out of the total 243 seats in the next 2 phases of polling on November 1st and 5th respectively. Counting of votes will take place on November 8th. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha Television.
And in Verdict 2015, we'll take a very short break. After the break, we'll take you to some of the Bihar constituencies. Stay with us for that and much more.
Indian diaspora in Africa. The early struggle, amalgamation into the mainstream, to prominence in commerce and public life. Watch a special report, India-Africa, the Diaspora Link. Friday 30th October at 5 p.m. on Rajya Sabha Television.
Welcome back. Now let's take you to one of the very important district of North Bihar. Well, Muzaffarpur is often called the capital of North Bihar. Despite having all important road and rail rings in Muzaffarpur city, the district with 11 assembly seats is still struggling with the problems of better roads, electricity, safe drinking water, employment and education.
Muzaffarpur is also known as the capital of northern Bihar. The district, with 11 assembly seats, is crucial for all political parties. There are about 30 lakh voters spread across Meenapur, Kanti, Sahibganj, Muzaffarpur, Baduraj, Kudni, Paru, Bochan, Satra, Gaighat and Aurai, who will decide the fate of candidates when they vote on November 1st in the fourth phase of elections. The BJP has fielded the maximum number of candidates on 9 out of the 11 seats in the district and is confident of winning.
मुजफ्फरपुर जिले में के 11 सीट हम लोग जीतने वाले हैं, जीतेंगे, सरकार बनेगी, तभी ये स्मार्ट सिटी का सपना साकार होगा, किसानों की जो समस्या है वो भी दूर होगा.
In the 2010 elections, the JDU led with 6 seats, followed by the BJP, which won 4 seats, and the RJD bagged 1 seat. But this time around, with new alliances, the political equations in the district have changed. While the BJP is contesting 9 seats, Manjhi's Ham is contesting from 1 seat, and the LJP too is fighting from 1. On the other hand, from the Grand Alliance, the RJD is fighting on 8 seats, while the JDU is contesting from 3. The district is plagued with lack of basic amenities. Apart from electricity, water, roads, people are waiting for education and health facilities. The ruling JDU says the Nitish government has worked a lot towards this end. The district was a Congress stronghold at one point, but the party has been on the slide here.
एक चौथाई ही खेती के लायक जमीन रह गई है. किसी भी राजनीतिक दल के चाहे जो भी लोग कहें, ये चिंता नहीं है कि यहाँ सिंचाई कैसे हो. जितने नलकूप हैं वो ख़त्म हैं, तो इसका परिणाम यह है कि उनकी आमदनी बंद हो गई.
Muzaffarpur has been included in the list of smart cities. It remains to be seen how smart the voters are in choosing their leader this time. Ravindra Sharon's report for Rajya Sabha TV.
Now, the terror of a criminal turned politician Shahabuddin was all pervasive in Siwan district of Bihar through the 1990s when he was an MLA and was subsequently elected to the Lok Sabha. By around 2000, he was running a parallel administration in Siwan, ruling on disputes, deciding fee for services and handing out justice. Now, things have changed in 2015 for the voters. However, a political slugfest continues over the dreaded criminal.
This is not the Siwan of the 90s. Siwan in 2015 is chasing new dreams. Voters then would recount dreadful stories about gangster-turned-politician Shahabuddin. How they never even dared to look at his posters even though he was behind bars. The legend of Shahabuddin endures. Several residents recall those fear-filled days.
उनके राज्य में डर का माहौल था और पूरे तरह लोग सुरक्षित नहीं थे. बच्चियां, औरतें, कोई घर से बाहर नहीं निकलता था.
Jailed former RJD MP Shahabuddin's absence for some years has diminished his stature. The discussions now are about who will win the elections.
हम लोग वोट की सोच भी नहीं करते थे, लेकिन आज हम लोग खुल्लम खुल्ला सोच कर रहे हैं कि किसको वोट देना है, जेडीयू को देना है या बीजेपी को देना है.
Though the people here seem to have left the Shahabuddin era behind, one thing that hasn't changed over the years is a large-scale exodus of people from Siwan in the absence of employment opportunities. Siwan's economy is mainly based on remittances worth crores of rupees from the Gulf. However, young voters have different aspirations now.
देखिए, सबसे पहले युवाओं को चाहिए कि बिहार में रोजगार चाहिए. हम लोग को बाहर जाके कमाना पड़ता है. बहुत यहाँ के युवा विदेशों में जाके नौकरी करते हैं. तो सबसे पहले बिहार को विकास में युवाओं को रोजगार चाहिए.
Though he may have been pushed into the back burner, rival alliances continue to spar over Shahabuddin for political mileage. The BJP hopes to channelize people's anger against him and turn it in its favour. Even Prime Minister Narendra Modi has made oblique references to the 4-time RJD MP in his rallies. The JDU is on the defensive, claiming Nitish Kumar has sternly dealt with him.
पहले के सांसद यहाँ आतंक का प्रश्रय देते थे, रोज मां बहनों के सुहाग उजाड़ते थे, बहनों की कलाई सुनी करते थे और यहाँ प्रशासन मुख्य दर्शक बन करके रहता था. उस राज को पुनः हम लोग न आने दे, इसके लिए हम लोग दृढ़ संकल्पित होकर इस चुनावी समर में खड़े हैं.
यहाँ चलने के लिए सड़क नहीं थे, बिजली नहीं थे, कानून व्यवस्था नहीं थे, लेकिन माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी ने यहाँ जब आया, इन्हें सारे चीज लागू किया.
आज देखिए जाइए निधड़क बेधड़क हर घर की बच्चियां जाती है स्कूल कॉलेज पढ़ने के लिए, कोई रोक टोक नहीं है। हर बच्चे को यहाँ छात्रवृत्ति उपलब्ध कराया जा रहा है, यहाँ साइकिल उपलब्ध कराया जाता है।
The people of Siwan are happy that this time it will be the ballot, not the bullet, that will rule when they vote in the fifth and final phase on November 5th.
Shahabuddin has been in jail since 2005. He's facing life imprisonment on a murder charge. He's also been barred from contesting elections. With fearmongers gone, Siwan is harboring new dreams. Noted for being the birthplace of first President of India, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Siwan now awaits a new dawn. Reporting from Siwan, with camera person Saroj, I'm Kriti Mishra for Rajya Sabha Television.
Now, East Champaran is all set to witness a tough battle between the NDA and the Grand Alliance for as many as 12 seats. The region that was so strongly associated with India's freedom struggle is even today lacking in basic amenities. Let's take a look at what all are the issues that the voters want their political leaders to address.
There is a historical significance on East Champaran district of Bihar. Motihari is the headquarters of the district. In 1917, Mahatma Gandhi began his first successful attempt at Satyagrah from here. East Champaran has a total of 12 assembly seats. Raxaul, Sagoli, Narkatia, Harsiddhi, Govindganj, Kesaria, Kalyanpur, Pipra, Madhuban, Motihari, Chiraiya and Dhaka. In the previous assembly elections, the BJP-JDU combined won 11 out of the 12 seats. Out of the 11, the BJP won 6 seats and the JDU bagged 5. The RJD, on the other hand, won only 1 seat. But the political equations are different this time. The RJD-JDU Congress combine is taking on the BJP that has new allies in its NDA fold.
अब तक की सबसे बड़ी कृषि सिंचाई योजना प्रधानमंत्री कृषि सिंचाई योजना 50,000 करोड़ की लाई गई है और बिहार में उसका क्रियान्वयन होना है, अभी तक हुआ नहीं है।
इस लड़ाई को जिला में सड़क से लेकर और सदन तक पहुंचाने का काम किया। जो भी समस्याएं आई केंद्रीय विश्वविद्यालय की स्थापना के लिए, उन समस्याओं का निदान कैसे हो, इस पर हम लोगों ने टू द पॉइंट बात भी किया।
For the local people, however, the fight is for basic facilities. Bad roads, lack of electricity and health facilities, and falling law and order situation are an election issue this time. People are also questioning their leaders on delay in construction of a central university, cleaning up of the Moti Lake and shutting down of sugar mills. Sugarcane is the only cash crop in the area. With the sugar mills in Chakia and Motihari shut, sugarcane farmers are facing a tough time.
शहर के बीचों बीच मोती झील, जिसकी घोषणा यहाँ आकर के नीतीश कुमार ने किए और भी मुख्यमंत्री माझी जी आकर के किए, लेकिन इन सारे घोषणाओं के बाद भी इसका विकास नहीं हो पाया।
पूरा किसान हम लोग का बदहाल है, ना नहरों में पानी है, न किसी भी सरकारी ट्यूबवेल में पानी दे रहा है।
अनुमंडल से लेकर प्रखंड तक कोई सुनवाई नहीं है।
There are more than 11,87,000 voters in East Champaran. The district will go to vote in the 4th phase on 1st of November. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
And now, as campaigning for the 4th phase of election draws to an end by the evening today, let us get you some political reactions in our segment Poll Bits.
सब स्वीप कर रहा पूरा बिहार, क्या तीसरा हो, चौथा, पांचवा, पहला, दूसरा, सब सफाया हो गया भाजपा।
भाजपा की सरकार बनेगी और नीतीश जी को ये समझना पड़ेगा कि वो मुख्यमंत्री इसलिए बने थे क्योंकि हम उनके साथ खड़े थे। लालू उनके साथ खड़े हैं, यही उनका सबसे बड़ा डिस्क्वालिफिकेशन हो गया है।
श्री नरेंद्र मोदी की कार्यशैली से निराश हैं और नाराज। बिहार चुनाव के बाद बड़ा विस्फोट भारतीय जनता पार्टी में हो सकता है, क्योंकि कार्य प्रणाली बहुत संकीर्ण हो गई है और पार्टी में दो लोगों का एकाधिकारवाद हो गया है।
लालू जी की दोनों बेटे राघवपुर और महुआ में हार चुके हैं। कल नीतीश जी गए थे बख्तियारपुर वोट देने, अपने ही बूथ पे वोट देने के लिए गए थे, वहां उनकी मुर्दाबाद की नारा आई।
Well, that's all in this edition of Verdict 2015, and keep watching our election special bulletins for all news and updates from Bihar. Thanks for your time.